Hi guys, welcome to our channel Ashish Academy. Very important topic about the pipeline, CI/CD pipeline, right? So how you can implement the CI/CD pipeline with the Jenkins? आप Jenkins use करके CI/CD pipeline कैसे create कर सकते हो? Correct? So pipeline, first thing we need to understand what is the pipeline. Pipeline क्या है? Correct? तो pipeline is a nothing but the series of tasks. अब जब आप normally, if you know how this water flows in your home or something like that from one of the source, it is connected with the multiple pipes together, right? One after another. So then we create the pipeline, right, to get the water at our home. In the same way, if you wanted to achieve some task, right, that is basically we are doing a multiple task step by step, and you can configure and you create a pipeline, right? So here you can see the image, right? So we know that, right, it is a one of the core heart of the DevOps process. Also, who are the developers, they also need to understand, developers को भी ये चीजें पता होनी चाहिए कि actually how the pipeline works, right? Because sometimes this developer DevOps people not be able to debug or understand it things. In that scenario, developer also should be having a hands-on experience for a pipeline. So you will do the checkout. Checkout is nothing but the process you are taking up your source code from one of the remote server is nothing but your Git repository, right? Git is a very powerful. Otherwise, there are many such others like Bitbucket and others like. So you can use that Jenkins pipeline. You can check out. Then you can start build it, right? So nothing but using the build tools. If you are using a Java, so you can use a Gradle or Maven or something like that. You create and package as a jar. You will do some test cases. Then you will maybe deploy into staging or production like this. Before that, there are many such other steps also you can add it. If you wanted to create a Docker image, you can create it. You need to push that Docker image to one of the registry. Then you want to create, deploy any particular application using this image. Like this, many more stages you can add it. You can also write a code review and you can integrate it like this. Correct? So you will have a multiple steps. यहाँ पर आपको multiple steps दिखाई दे रहे हैं. Checkout, build, test. You can create a Docker image, right? You can push the Docker image. You can call some Kubernetes files and you can do it. This is the steps you need to follow. And believe me, if you know the pipeline concept, you can implement the pipeline concept in everywhere. Either when you are implementing with the GitLab, if you are implementing with Circle CI, Travis CI, or AWS code pipeline, all these places, the concept will remain same. Okay. So this way you can understand so how you can connect with multiple stages. Correct. So what is that CI/CD? Continuous integration and continuous delivery. Correct. So Jenkins pipelines, right, is a suits of plugins which support for implementing and integrated continuous delivery pipelines into a Jenkins. Correct. So continuous delivery, continuous integration and continuous delivery, two terms we need to understand. Actually, kya hai? Continuous delivery is nothing but you are keep on what we can say integrating your code and keep on building and you are promoting it. Correct. Right. Yes. So continuous delivery pipeline is the automated expression of your process for getting software from the version control. So you will get all these port and then every change जो भी आप आपके application में change करोगे, right, you will push it to a git, automatically build will start triggering it. It will create a build, test, deploy like this. तो वो ट्रिगर आपको सेट करना पड़ेगा, राइट? दैट इज आल्सो फैसिलिटी इनटू पाइपलाइन कि आप किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम में बिल्ड लेना चाहते हो कि यार एवरी चेक इन, जब भी आप कोई चेक इन करता है तब आप बिल्ड लेना चाहते हो. करेक्ट. सो लाइक this process involving a building a software is nothing but building a what we can call as an application. ठीक है. Is a reliable and repeatable manner. So reliable and repeatable manner, basic thing is very important point is it is completely into an automated manner. Correct. There is a new human intervention required. तो आपको एक कोई build engineer नहीं रखना है, आपको कोई manual task नहीं करना है. Automatically things will be getting done. Or something will got failed, it will also send a reminder mail or this mail which you will saying that okay, this build is failed or passed or something like this. Correct. So Jenkins installation आपको complete करना है. So we are not covering here. You can follow over some other videos कि Jenkins आपको local में कैसे install करना है. Let's go to a Jenkins page here. तो यदि आप जेनकिंस के पेज पे आओगे तो दिस इज माय लोकल सेटअप हियर, राइट। इन माय लोकल सेटअप यहाँ पर डैशबोर्ड में आप देखोगे बहुत सारे फ्री स्टाइल प्रोजेक्ट्स और पाइपलाइन हमने क्रिएट की हुई है। नाउ हाउ टू क्रिएट, तो न्यू आइटम पे यू कैन क्रिएट दैट। सो फर्स्ट यू विल नीड टू इंस्टॉल द जेनकिंस, यू नीड टू सेटअप द पासवर्ड एंड एवरीथिंग। उसके बाद में आपको ये पेज यहाँ पर दिखाई देगा। आई हैव क्रिएटेड दीज मेनी pipeline and freestyle projects, that's why you are seeing these many projects here, correct? Otherwise you can come to a new item here. तो new item में हम लोग we will say is for pipeline, so what we can call as loan app pipeline, ठीक है। ओके, तो ये एक लोन ऐप पाइपलाइन हम कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहे हैं, राइट। दिस पाइपलाइन फॉर लोन ऐप बिल्ड प्रोसेस, ठीक है। यहाँ पर हम लोन ऐप बिल्ड प्रोसेस में हम इसको कंप्लीट करेंगे, राइट। आई विल मेक इट एज अ जस्ट फॉर गिटहब प्रोजेक्ट। प्रोजेक्ट यूआरएल यदि हमें देना है तो व्हाट आई कैन से, आई विल जस्ट गिव इट माय repository URL, right? You can give it project URL from the Git, right? Actually, it is required for what we can say, enter the URL for GitHub hosted project, right? Without the tree and master branch here, correct? You can also give it your GitHub repository. It's up to you, right? So majorly you need to understand that how we can write this pipeline script here, correct? So this pipeline script you can write into a, there is a multiple languages here, correct? Pipeline script, you will see pipeline script from SCM pipeline script, right? So here you can also use some of that try simple pipeline. You can say try simple pipeline here, correct? Or you can also say try with the hello world. So this is a hello world pipeline, right? Here you can say GitHub and Maven. So you will give, it will give us some sample syntax also. तो आप देखोगे कि पाइपलाइन एजेंट टूल्स इज नथिंग बट Maven M3, और उसके अंदर आपको मेजरली देर आर डिफरेंट स्टेजेस। तो ये जो स्टेजेस हमने इसके पहले यहाँ पर डिस्कस किए हुए हैं, करेक्ट, हमारे इस पीपीटी में। सो यू विल सी दीज स्टेजेस, चेकआउट, बिल्ड, टेस्ट, creating a Docker image, production, testing. These are nothing but it will be converted into an stages. So related commands you need to put into an stages here. तो जब हम यहाँ पर आएंगे तो what you will do, you need to have a stages in the state what you are saying git, and you are getting the particularly what we can call as one of the, you are pulling it that code from this git repository, correct? Get some code from the GitHub, then what you are saying sh. But normally if you are using a Linux system, then otherwise then you need to use a bat or bat command here. So like this you are using that sh, right? This if you are using a Windows agent you need to use a bat. So यदि आप लोकल पे ड्राइव कर रहे हैं एंड जब आपके पास विंडोज सिस्टम है तो आपको ये अनकमेंट करना है और यू कैन ट्राई इट। एंड व्हाट यू कैन डू, you can save it, right? And then you can specify these journey test cases post. If the Maven was successful, you can create it, right? So like this, you can just say, and I will just create. So I will not do any other changes here as a project, right? Let's do them some save, ठीक है। तो लोन ऐप में अभी हम जस्ट ट्राई टू गो इनटू अ लोन ऐप हियर। दिस इज अ लोन ऐप पाइपलाइन एंड वी विल से यहाँ पर वी कैन से द बिल्ड अप। तो आई हैवंट एडेड माय ओन स्क्रिप्ट, अभी कोई मेरा स्क्रिप्ट मैंने ऐड नहीं किया है, बट अभी जस्ट हम लोग चेक कर रहे हैं कि यदि इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस में आप जाओगे कुछ फेल होता है तो क्या होगा, करेक्ट। तो यहाँ पर यू कैन कम टू अ कंसोल आउटपुट एंड यू विल सी, राइट, M3 you need to configure on null, right? So Maven M3, right? यहाँ पर Maven home, these things you need to configure here. Now there is a M3 you need to configure here. Back to the project here, right? So हम लोग यहाँ पर इसमें आएंगे configure में, correct? Coming back to our what we can say, uh, nothing but this pipeline script. So I will give my own script for pipeline, ठीक है। So this is my own script for the pipeline here, right? This particularly, okay, if I will remove it, पहले एक बार और we will just say, right? Actually, we don't require what we can call as so, right? I will remove it and I will paste it. This is my simple script, correct? So in this simple script, I will do the checkout here. This steps get, you can say stage build, right? So bad MV and clean package, right? So use Maven for clean and package here. And this is my public registry here. This from this repository, you can get the code it, right? Here you will test, right? MV and test I'm running here. So test, build एंड चेकआउट थ्री स्टेजेस यहाँ पर हैं. दीज थ्री स्टेप्स हम लोग यहाँ पर यूज करेंगे. उसके बाद में यदि सक्सेसफुल होगा तो वी विल प्रिंट आउट दैट सक्सेस फेलुअर एंड क्लीन अप टास्क वी विल परफॉर्म इट. आई विल से सेव. ठीक है. अब नाउ I have changed the pipeline script. So earlier I have given that something which you can use it for by default they have provided. So now I will say a build. Now, जैसे ही आप build trigger करेंगे, you will see there is a new particular build is been running here. यहाँ पर नया build trigger हो रहा है. You see the checkout. You will see build, correct? So as much as it will complete it particular task, you will see each and every stage here, correct? So you need to wait for till that time this build will be getting finished here, right? So as of now, it is checked out and now it is trying to build it, right? So and one more thing I wanted to share, एक और चीज मुझे आपको बताना है कि you need to understand how you can configure as the Maven plugins, right? आपके पास में कैसे आप Maven या Java Home आपको सेटअप करना है, तो वहां पर थोड़ा सा you need to understand and you need to work it properly, correct? So Java versions के issues आते हैं, वो issues नहीं आने चाहिए. You need to configure into a Maven configuration, right? So we can just go it till that time it is completing a build. I will tell you, right? You can come here dashboard. You can say manage Jenkins. Okay. Manage Jenkins में you can come and global tool configuration. Okay. So if you are facing any problem related to Maven configurations, you will see the Maven configuration, right? If something which you need to add it JDK installation if you wanted to use it. So if you wanted to change the JDK installation, I have given this JDK home like this, correct? यदि ज्यादा JDK versions का problem आ रहा है तो you can configure like this here, correct? Maven configuration में I haven't done any changes. वहाँ पे मैंने कुछ change नहीं किया है, Git में नहीं किया है, Gradle में नहीं किया है. So you can configure these installation and setups, right? जो भी टूल आप यूज कर रहे हैं उससे रिलेटेड सेटअप और उससे रिलेटेड आपको कॉन्फ़िगरेशन यहाँ पर कंप्लीट करना है, ठीक है? सो दैट इट विल बी गेटिंग यूज्ड इनटू योर पाइपलाइन, ठीक है? सो नाउ कमिंग बैक टू अ लोन ऐप पाइपलाइन. सो यू सी इट इज अ सक्सेसफुल 2 minutes 23 seconds, correct? Now coming back to our loan app. So you see this pipeline is very successful, 5 minutes 1 minute like this, and this green mark is means a successful build here. तो यहाँ पर हम आ जाएंगे, करेक्ट? यहाँ पर कंसोल आउटपुट में भी आप देख सकते हो कि किस तरीके का आउटपुट है, राइट? एंड यू विल सी all these build success, correct? And this jar has been created, correct? Test is also successful, ambient test, correct? So you see ambient test here, correct? This jar has been already created here. So like this you can build your simple, this is a Spring Boot microservice or Spring Boot project pipeline we have created like this, and it is a Maven based project. And if you are using an npm or any other React app, Angular, based on that you need to configure the commands and everything, Okay. So I hope you got the point here. And multiple stages you can incorporate. यदि आप credentials use कर रहे हैं, तो you can add some credentials into a pipeline. So I hope you got some understanding. Next time, definitely we will add much more videos related to pipeline with Docker, Kubernetes, and maybe with the GitLab as well. Right. So stay tuned and you can subscribe our channel. Thank you very much.